this very moment, collective. You are right on time whenever you're watching this. This reading is timeless. Tapping into our spirit guides, our angels. Let's see what spirit has for us in this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, I got manifestation candles on there as well. That is where you can find me, and let's jump into this message. So I'm getting a lot of long-term stability coming in, and it seems like it's to do with a project that has not been completed or a business idea that spirit has given you recently. It doesn't even have to be like a business idea. It could be a move, a shift that spirit is calling you to that hasn't been started. I'm getting that, and I'm getting timeline kind of hopping energy as well. So let's see what we have. The tarot cards are a bit quiet for you. We've got one card that came out from the tarot. Okay, so let's start here. We got Uranus and Jupiter. Oh my goodness, such a good combination. Uranus is like a reckoning, an awakening. It's like, all right, we got to go right now. Soon as the time is right, we got to go. Come on, let's go, let's run. And Jupiter is a benevolent planet, a positive planet about good things, expansion, money, connection. So Uranus rules like really breakthroughs, but also originality and your own insight and awakening. So Spirit is giving you these ideas at this time. Other people may not resonate or understand what you're going through, what you're trying to do. So I would say, try not to lean too much on the opinions of other people at this time. Try not to take, other people's advice 100% too seriously. Take it with a grain of salt. And this isn't exactly the best time to lean on even like people that you know, people that you trust for confirmation. A lot of times we get a download and we want to tell our besties, and because that person hasn't received that message, they may not respond to it in a way that supports you, but actually makes you feel scared. And then that's exactly how a lot of people don't end up following through on the messages that Spirit is giving them and cashing in on the blessings and, miracles that are available, because they don't take that leap of faith, or they don't take action because they asked someone that they trust and that person didn't resonate. And really, it's just a matter of that person. They weren't given the message. So they're not going to resonate always. Uranus can also rule technology. You could be called to start your own platform or restart a platform. That's very much so true. Platforms over the years, it's like the algorithm kind of gets used to, where you are, and, it can kind of feel like it's stifling you and your creativity. It can kind of feel like, do they want me to grow? Are they pushing out my stuff? Like, they're trying to keep me in this bracket. So maybe starting a completely new platform or even a rebrand could be really good. Also, someone could be called to a career in technology. So maybe you've had this tab open on your phone for the longest, and it's like this program, a 3-month program for, getting a tech certification or degree. Definitely follow through on that, since tech is coming up here. But Uranus can also be about like humanitarianism and reform and surprises and freedom. So you could also be called to help other people at this time, to join like social efforts that would be helpful and to help reform. You could even be called to politics or something similar. So Jupiter is totally different. Well, actually not totally different from Uranus. It could be similar in a lot of ways, but Jupiter more rules like optimism, generosity, benevolence, luck, receiving, but also lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, and chance. So this could be like a lucky break that comes through getting a quick certification. This could be a huge expansion that comes from exploring a foreign culture or traveling as well. So Uranus and Jupiter is such an amazing combination for expansion and very, very quick. Uranus brings this like highly, highly charged, very quick energy. So just be aware of that, because you could be called to, just make the biggest leap of faith. And let's talk about our one tarot card that did come out, because we got the Ten of Coins reversed. The Ten of Pentacles is all about long-term stability. So with this coming up, not gonna lie, it's a bit of a warning. I just saw 444 of Spirit saying, if you don't cash out on this opportunity, it will kind of pass. So this is the best time to take that leap of faith and do it now. And even if an opportunity does pass you by, your guides are always working in your favor. So the universe will always bring you other opportunities. But I mean, I would hate to see you, kind of be like, I could have owned a home, say that's what it is for you. 2 years ago, and now I'm here still renting because I didn't take advantage of that opportunity. Or I could be living the life that I want at this time, or making more money at this time, and 2 years have passed and you're kind of still like in that place of like wanting to do something. The environment impacts success so much. It's like the 80-20 rule. 80% of the outcomes you experience are only actually directly related to 20% of what you're putting in. So that doesn't mean that you shouldn't put any effort, but it does mean that external circumstances are just bodying our personal intentions energetically, but also literally in the 3D. So when you get that circumstance, you better run, collective. You better run, because you can be ready 100% down the line, but only ready 20% now. But that circumstance could be 80% in your favor now and only 20% down the line. So at a minimum, you just have to work so much harder. But at a maximum, certain things could like literally not be available, down the line. So you really want to cash in on these opportunities right when they come without thinking. Maybe you can make that a little practice, a little exposure therapy. Once I get an idea, I act on it immediately, and kind of help yourself get used to. And this could be, on a lower level as well. Like, oh, I should do my laundry. Do it right then. Do it right then. Don't wait for it. Do it right then, Okay, so sensitivity, perfectionism, and deserving. First of all, you deserve this. The card, it says you, like all of Spirit's children, deserve happiness, help, and a lover. So Spirit could even be bringing in some good health expansion and opportunities for you. I'm seeing holistic healing, things like Reiki, acupuncture, shamanism, energetic healing. So there could be something like that coming up for you, and that could help you have a huge breakthrough. Spirit is actually showing me mother medicine. So you may have an opportunity to have that spiritual experience, that revelation. And I mean, I can tell you from personal experience, I can tell you it definitely helps and can drastically speed things up. And after leaning into that spiritual journey, it can literally help you hop timelines in a night versus years and years and years of working through things on your own, like spread out. Perfectionism, it says publishing your creative project is fine. Don't allow perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. So you may be waiting for the perfect moment. The reality is there's never going to be a perfect moment. There just isn't. Oh my goodness. Like, even when things play out perfectly, there's always still something imperfect about it. So you could go on like your dream vacation, but your flight is delayed. Like, there will never be a perfect circumstance, but things are still very good even when they're imperfect. So Spirit is saying, take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. Sensitivity, it says your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for your creativity. So for you, group 3, I'm seeing a huge financial windfall with Jupiter. 10 of coins is showing up reversed, letting us know the opportunity can pass you by. However, 10 of coins is long-term stability. So this is like a financial shift or a creative shift, career shift, a life shift that is bringing you into long-term abundance, and it's already in motion. It's already here. You've likely already got sign signals. Like even the example I was using of, you may have a tab open that has like a certification that you've been wanting to take. Even that example represents like something already being given to you, a message you've already received on this already being in motion. So your guides are literally sitting here right now. The energy is ripe. Let's go. Let's go. And someone may get left behind, I don't know. There's no way to soften that. That just kind of hurts. Like when you have to leave people behind, this could be even people that you're friends with, people that you're close to, people that you respect, that you love, but they're just not getting the message at this time that you're getting. And that's the thing about destiny and fate. Like it's for you, And we connect with people, we join life with them, we come into relationships with them even. So there's a premise there that you will take that person along even as you grow, but not gonna lie, I'm feeling like, any pain will be better off transmuted into your creativity and used as fuel. Like, maybe you can come back and get them once you're in a more stable position, but this is still the time to go. Let's see if the cards have anything to say now. Spirit. Okay. We got a couple here. Yeah, soon. Oh my goodness. We got the Three of Wands, all about moving forward, moving on, moving up. Three of Wands typically talks about a blessing that, again, you already know is coming towards you. The person on the card is kind of covering it, but in the background, you can see these ships coming in. And that's what Three of Wands represents. It represents ships coming in, and ships take a long time to travel. Okay, and you don't always get updates on them, and I feel like even that is a spiritual message for you that, Three of Wands, Spirit may be a bit quiet, giving you only the necessary information. Yeah, Spirit is also showing me reassurance. Yeah, that's the downside at this point. I don't see Spirit giving you that reassurance, and I feel like that's because Spirit really wants you to get used to not having that. I can actually give you examples. So I have a son. And, kindergarten, I reached out to my teacher and I was like, please just let me know he got there safely, because he was on the bus, the school bus to school. And she's like, yes, of course he did. Everything's fine. Second year, first grade, crickets. Second, third grade, crickets. Like, you would think that I would have learned by now that these teachers are standing on business, because the thing is, they're not going to set the expectation that they're going to constantly give you updates at some degree. As a parent, you have to release and trust the professionals and trust the school and trust that everything is going well. And now they have an app, which is really, really cool, that tells me, when my son is at school and everything. So it's all good. But they didn't always have that. And this is giving me that same vibe where it's like I reached out to my teachers like, please just give me peace of mind. Just let me know that he made it. And after that kindergarten, I have not received a response yet. I'm telling you. So they all collectively stand on business. Like, listen, I just saw 1212. We're not going to constantly give you that reassurance, because you have to understand that we're not going to always give you reassurance. We're not going to set the expectation that we're always going to be constantly holding your hand through this process. At some point, you got to level up, and you got to grow that thick skin and trust the process. That is the energy Spirit is giving me now. Spirit isn't giving you confirmation. Spirit isn't giving you extra reassurance. Spirit is giving you the message, the instruction, and kind of stepping back. And at that point, you kind of end up with your natural placing. So, okay, do you end up to the next level, and do you take the leap of faith, or do you kind of end up in a season of stillness for a while longer and stay there until you can develop that grit? That's kind of like the energy. So we got the Four of Coins reversed. Oh my goodness, huge, huge, huge leap of faith energy, because Four of Coins can be a card of like holding the fort, I just saw 1313, and waiting for the perfect time and opportunity with the Four of Coins showing up reversed. We've got that perfect opportunity now. The time is now. No pressure, right? No pressure. You can always get a personal reading. Doesn't have to be from me. It can be from someone you trust. If you practice your own divination, you can try that too. I don't like to do my own readings. Even I go to a reader, because I just feel like the energy, I'm too connected to it. So then it influences. And then it's like, you can't even read the cards all the way for yourself, because it's like you are hoping for a certain message. So yeah, even if it's like a bestie that reads tarot or, has divination, I would suggest getting a personal so that you can know what Spirit is exactly calling you to. The message, that's meant for you, that kind of stuff. But yeah, we got the King of Wands here. Spirit is saying it is time to stand on business. It is time to step into your power. And King of Wands, I see this shift bringing you a lot of empire. I see this shift bringing you, King of Wands is someone who's very creative. It can represent business owners, specifically people who run their own businesses. Wands represents your personal passions as well, and where Spirit is calling you to. So these are all the things that are themes for you at this time. King of Wands has a lot of personal autonomy as well, being able to create your own schedule, being able to tell other people what is expected of them, like a lot of personal autonomy. So I do see Spirit bringing in a lot of freedom for you, a lot of time freedom. And yeah, there's definitely a leap of faith required for this journey. Spirit, what else do you have for us? Huge financial windfall, huge shift coming up for you, already in motion. We have to the sea, why and round and round. So the energy is looking a bit stuck at this time. To the sea in this deck is all about patience, waiting, and just like we saw on the Three of Wands, the ships are already coming in. So maybe this is you arriving where you're supposed to be. Maybe you are the shift, you are the ship, you are the gift. And we have the why card here, so you have all the questions, and I feel like it's fine to reach out to another person to get some answers and to get some help. But ultimately, the time is going round and round, just like the card says. And we have an opportunity to get out of this current cycle and to get into something new that can be really good for you. So I would definitely lean in and try to take that leap of faith. That is what I have for us today, collective. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for us today. I'll talk to you soon.